I met them at an activity, and he was presenting his book, passing the book out, talking a little about the history of the book. And I said, he was in his TSU. I said, oh, I need to find out who that is, because he's really glammed up here today. And so I got a copy of the book, and I shared it with Tina, and I gave some parts overview to President Beard, and I told Mr. Smith, I want you to come to the alumni chapter meeting and give us a little overview, some information on the book, a little bit something about yourself, how you came about putting this book together. And at the end, what I've done, I have gone through the sign-in list and identified the numbers, like whoever's number 9, whoever's number 10, whoever's number 15. And we have about 10 books that we're going to give away. And that will be the process that I'm going to use to give the books away. And Mr. Smith will sign, he will autograph the books. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank TSU alumni for inviting me. It was a great event here at our alma mater. I'm so honored that I would be represented by my alma mater. I want to thank you all for inviting me. I want to thank you, Ms. Rosenberg, for inviting me and everyone here. I want to congratulate you, President. Thank you all. I want to talk a little bit about Black Amnesia. I wrote this book in my junior year at Tennessee State University. And it's kind of funny because how I got time to write a book while he's studying for class. He's going in between classes and he's yet still writing a book. Well, one of the things that inspired me to start writing this particular book was I read a lot. I read a lot of Black history when I was at TSU. I don't know if you all are familiar with Kimalon Images. Kimalon Images is Black bookstores on the corner of 28th. The former, may he rest in peace, Yusuf, he was the owner of that, well, his sons took it over. But anyway, Yusuf would let me come into that particular store, his store, and let me read all his books. He never charged me. He said, man, this guy just comes in, I'll read these books. This is my freshman year. And so I just was consumed with reading Black history, you know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't get enough because my senior year in high school, up until that particular point, we didn't really study Black history. And that was one of the things that made me want to choose the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? When I started learning about my history, you know what I'm saying? Because initially, I wasn't thinking about a historical Black college to go to. You know what I'm saying? I had other colleges I thought about. But and Tennessee State wasn't even my first choice. My first choice was Grambling. But for some strange reason, Grambling, they didn't get it right. You know what I'm saying, paper. But Tennessee State did get it right. And so that's how I ended up here. I came here in the fall of '87, and I graduated August of '92. You know, had some great experience here at TSU. You know what I'm saying? I was sat in 2 sit-ins, one in '88, one in '91. You know, we were fighting for a lot of rights that the students wasn't getting at the particular time. So I've always been sort of an activist, if I put it in that perspective. But Black Amnesia is about that. If you've ever read the book, basically the freedom fighters were similar to the Black Panthers. And they were an organization that wanted to go into the Black community and clean up the community. They wanted to stop drugs, prostitution, and all the ills that were hurting the urban community. Well, one of the leaders of the organization, his name was Brother Soul. Brother Soul, he was by all means necessary. He didn't care about only the ends justify the means with him. And so 2 young men that were attending Tennessee State University, Ron Black and Ray Johnson, they were young men, they wanted to join this organization to make a difference. But unfortunately, they got into this organization and they didn't know that the organization had another agenda. Now, if you read the book, the language is real harsh. And the reason why the language is harsh is because it was a harsh environment that we're in. In the beginning of the book, they infiltrated the FBI. The FBI was buying illegal guns from Russia. And so the leader, Brother Soul, felt like he wanted to intercept them, and that's what happened. So in the process of that, those young men, they were initiated into an organization. They had blood on their hands. They ended up killing these agents. And so from there forth, it was more violence. But there was a young lady, she went to TSU as well. Her name was Mary Fisher. And her and Ron Black, the other main character, they were real close. And Mary Fisher, her ambition was to join the FBI. She was a criminal justice major, and she wanted to, make a difference. And of course, there was always controversy between Ron Black and her because he felt like, well, why you want to join the man's organization? Why want to be a part of that? And she said, I want to be a part of that because I want to make a difference. And of course, if you read the book, there's a twist. She does end up making a difference. In fact, she infiltrates the FBI. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great book. I hope maybe you guys try to read it. My dream is to have the book put in the bookstore, and the proceeds will go, half of it will go toward the alumni, and the other half, whatever needs to be done with that, you know what I'm saying? And also, I would like to be a part of the Black literature curriculum at Tennessee State. You know what I'm saying? I want to let young people know that come to Tennessee State that they mean something and that they can make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So many times we only think of authors coming from the Ivy Leagues, the Yales, the Harvards, but hey, Tennessee State, we bring it all. We got the best, we have the greatest athletes, actors, entertainers, you name it. Our band won 2 Grammys. So we're always doing something. But our alma mater is think, work, and serve, and that's what we do, and we continue to do that. So at this time, if you have any questions about the book, if you read the book, feel free to ask me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Smith. And I'm going to call these names and numbers out, and then at the end of the meeting, you can come to me and get your book, and then Mr. Smith will autograph the books for you. Number 2 was Anna Kinzer. Number 4, Shelton. 8, Trudy Thomas. Number 13, Melanie Robinson. Number 17, Phyllis Robinson. 25, Dana Miss York. Number 28, Miss Hughes. 35, LaShawn Clayton. Number 26, Stephen Fisher. And number 48, signed in was Martha Stratton. So those are the ones who won the book. That's wonderful.
Thank you for coming, and he will be signing before you be signing the books.
And at the display table.
You got a display table outside, so go back and pay for your book. And give them all to you now. And support black on black. I love these over here. How much are your books again?
These are free. Yeah, these are free.
I know those are free. I know books.
Amazon.com.
Okay, they're $24. Okay, let's support the brother. Our own. And you can go to some of these other bookstores and buy one McDonald's and spend $24, buy 4 hamburgers and get cholesterol. Now you can get some knowledge in it for $24.95. All right, let's do it. Thank you, brother. We get it now. Just buy those books. Next we, Mr. Howard has to go to a meeting.